Eleonor mentioned one thing which I know is a subject that you love and I love as well. I think you're slightly better at it than I am, and it's limited editions.
Yes.
and I would say one of the examples which I was absolutely blown away with was your collaboration with Benoit from Wei Sons, you know? And I remember I was attending that, and initially I was like, wow, it's wonderful because it's such an extraordinary tribute to the art of this region, right? And you have done this beautiful Arabic mosaic art on the dial of this watch. But then you showed me the luminous signature of this watch, and I was like, oh my God, the entire thing is loomed in different colors. And so in the dark, you know, or in a kind of ambient light, it would develop a whole different identity.
Exactly.
I love this combination of tradition and a deference to tradition in a very sort of like honest way, but also this unexpected twist. Tell me about the passion you have for limited editions.
See, we started creating limited editions for Seddiqi, I would say, early 2000. And we started the identity of Dubai edition and then the UAE edition. We have created more than 120 limited editions,
Wow.
which is not a small number, you know.
That's a lot.
Out of them, 2 Patek Philips,
Wow.
few APs, 2 Richard Milles, and many others. You create what you like and what you would like to have,
Yes.
and you would like to share it with the people. It's the same thing we do. We sit with the team and we decide on what we want to do, which brands we want to do, and then we say, but why we want to do this? And then what I like to do is I always like to involve our friends. So I sit with my friends, I say, what do you think of the Beauvais jumping hours? They said, yeah, it's nice, but you know, having the crown on 12 o'clock is not practical to wear. Having the dial on the other side makes the watch thicker. So I take the feedback.
Right.
Talk to Mr. Rafi. This is an example. Turn the crown, have it the Amadeo style with the crown on the regular 3 o'clock. Remove the second dial on the back case to make it thinner. Work on a nice case, which is a sandblasted titanium. Nice meteorite dial, clean dial, shows the time. Boom, the watch comes out.
Phenomenal.
And they love it.
Phenomenal.
This is one example. Then we spoke about the Gerald Charles. I love the watch. I found that the steel case was a bit too shiny. So I told Federico, why don't we work on a titanium case with a sandblast finish? He said, yeah, you know, Mohammed, we can do one piece for you on the skeleton. So the outcome comes and we see the watch. I love it. I said, Federico, let's work on a similar case on the chronograph with a nice meteorite dial. I love meteorite, so.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah. And we got the result.
Obviously, over the years, the Middle Eastern market, the collectors market has grown exponentially. And with the Dubai Watch Week and all the work that you've done as a family and expanding also in Dubai, you have shaped that education. You've educated your client into, yes, the big players, the institutional brands, but as we just mentioned, the independents. Do you see a change in the perception or in the collector's mind on whether what they want to collect?
I remember when I first joined the company, men didn't care about having a mechanical watch, automatic or quartz. They wouldn't mind. Even if we give them a quartz watch, they would wear it. They didn't get into the details of the movements or who's doing it or why they're doing it. Even the limited editions, I believe that we had a very strong influence with the introduction of all the Dubai editions, the UAE editions that we have done. We had a very huge influence to educate and emphasize on limited editions and how important they are and how people should get them and how rare they are, and then talking about them. So we have built this identity, I would say, within the region. And this has helped people love watches. And slowly we started doing more and more events where we bring the watchmakers or decision makers in these companies, and they would have one-to-one talks with clients, intimate dinners where they can understand what's happening. And slowly, gradually, we started building awareness more and more about watches. Women used to love jeweled watches. Now they ask for mechanical watches, small complications, world times, annual calendars, tourbillons. I was shocked. I was sitting with my wife yesterday and she says, my sister would like to get a tourbillon.
Right.
You know,
Sounds
so
fantastic.
I said, which one? She said, what would you suggest her? So we see that, again, Dubai Watch Week has really helped us a lot with everything that we've been doing the past 20 years. Dubai Watch Week broke everything and helped us really pave the way to educate people. I remember 2003, we had a customer that comes in and he says, we used to carry a brand that we don't carry anymore, and he said, I want the most expensive watch from this brand.
Exciting.
Yeah. So 2003, we were not really strong in having the right collection, so we didn't have tourbillons or minute repeaters. And we had this watch that had a dark red dial with a dark red strap and rose gold. So it was a really striking watch. It had the perpetual calendar, it had the chronograph, it had a tourbillon, no minute repeater, and the dial was just too busy. So we showed him the watch and he said, how much is it for? I told him it's around $150,000. He said, okay, I'm gonna buy it. Would you like us to show you the function of the watch?
Right.
He said, no. He said, as long as I wear it and my friends know that this is an expensive watch, is enough. So we can see a shift in that type of clientele where they would want to know, even if there is a power reserve indicator, they would like to know how many days the power reserve.
I love that.
So that's the difference of 2003, 2023.